Yo. So this ain't gonna be nothing about anything, but it's gonna be about everything. So yesterday I got a call from a young man, and he was going through some things. His 2019 has been a roller coaster, a ride of gratefulness, happiness, sadness, anything else, any type of emotion you can name, he had experienced this year. So with that being said, I want to send this one out to that young man that called me yesterday. Just as we spoke about yesterday, I want to speak about it today for everyone who may have had a roller coaster year. Shout out to my cousin who posted something yesterday about losing, her pet for 3 years. You know who you is too. But this is what I want to put out into the world. I want to put this energy out, and I want you guys to receive this. I'm talking about energy today. I'm talking about the energy that connects us all to the one source. This is what I do, and I've been doing this since 2013. For those who don't know, in 2012, me and my family was at the bottom of the pit, lost everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. But we had each other, which means we had everything. All the materials that we lost wasn't nothing compared to what we had as far as the bond that we forged and became closer with. With that being said, one of the things I do now is whenever I'm going through a storm, tropical storm, whatever kind of storm you want to call it, a storm, and I'm talking about a serious storm, and I ain't talking about just a problem today. I'm talking about that problem is going on for weeks upon weeks upon weeks sometimes. I recognize it for what it is, and what I do is I create a list, because that list is the most important part of this conversation. But before I talk about that, I just got hit with something else. Is that when you're going through the storm, this is one of the other things I learned, over the last couple of years, is when you're going through the storm, you have to start thanking him then, thanking your creator then, while in the midst of it. Because if you're going through that storm, he's preparing you for something bigger, better. So with that being said, the list I create, I call it the pros and cons list. And every time I've done it, and I'm not being biased of the pros or the cons, but every time I wrote this list down of what was happening in that now moment, from the past until then, I wrote down the pros and cons, and every time my pros always overwhelmed my cons. Mind you, I said I was not being biased of the pros or the cons. And for those who don't know what bias is, because that's another word that I just learned the full definition of a couple days ago, wink wink, is that I wasn't trying to put more pros than cons. It's just that's what the situation was. The situation was there has always been more pros than cons in my life. So what I'm telling you is, while you're in the midst of anything that you're going through, 1, acknowledge it for what it is. 2, remember that if you are in a storm and you know without a doubt that you are a child of the Creator, you are a created being from something that has more power than anything in this world, then you should know you are being prepared for something better. So that storm is going to make you stronger, wiser, and better. So you can be prepared for that betterness that you're getting ready to endure, and that you're getting ready to overcome, and that you're getting ready to take on. So remember, pros and cons, and make sure that you don't be biased. And if you do this right, I guarantee you, your pros will always overwhelm your cons, because you are a pro, God embodied, created creature. Holla at your boy.